Hello, my name is Katerina. I am kinesiologist and body-oriented therapist, psychotherapist. This is my first video about why it doesn't work. Why sometimes practices don't work the way we expect. Why we cannot get the result we want to get from our practices for mental and physical body. Why sometimes you can go to gym every day, and why sometimes you work hard and do exercises but you still have fat on your belly, for example. And maybe why, even though I say I love money few times per day, I still don't have enough money in my life. Why practices don't work? Perhaps you agree with me that if you don't get the result you want to get, maybe you do something wrong. You do something wrong way. You miss something. You cannot get the main point of work. And let's try to understand on the example of our body what exactly I mean. Let's start with our belly. When we do exercises for core, we don't use this lower line of belly muscles. We don't use it for exercises that we do for our core in a gym. Muscles between pubic and navel, these muscles can work only when we breathe correctly. We have few levels of muscle on our belly, our abdominal muscles, and these abdominal muscles have few levels, and only when all levels of your muscles are working together correctly, you can get the result. If you put your hands like this, you can feel the points where the muscles, the lowest, the deepest level of belly muscle is connected to bones, and you can feel these muscles. You can feel this deepest level of muscles when you put your hands like this. When you inhale, you let your belly raise like a balloon, and when you exhale, you pull it inside. And you can feel the way this deepest level of belly muscle is connected to our body, and the way it moves when you breathe this way. Also, when you breathe like this way of breathing helps to stimulate the organs inside, because all the organs inside are connected to each other and to this deepest level of your belly muscle. And only when all levels of your muscles can work together correctly, you can get the result that I said before. So put your arm between your on your belly between your navel and pubic, and make a deep inhale. And when you touch yourself on your belly, you can feel your deepest levels of muscle. When you inhale, you let your belly raise up, and when you exhale, you let your belly go inside, pull it inside, and you feel like you are pulling up your pelvic floor, pulling it up. Also, when you pull up your pelvic floor, it looks like you pull ahead your coccyx. And in this position, you can feel that your pelvic floor is pulled up and your belly is strong, and your buttocks are also turned on and strong. And this triangle of power, triangle of strength, can be turned on and help your body to move correctly only when you breathe this way. Start breathing this way and you help your body to coordinate movement through the center. So this easy way of breathing and making this easy exercise will help you to get best results doing all the rest exercises for your core, for your belly, for your body in a gym. And with this little and easy exercise, you will get the best results of coordinating the movement of your body, because this is the basic of movement correction, the way we breathe. What else? Our body has vertical and horizontal axis, and the way we breathe help us to make horizontal axis, to put it in parallel to the earth, and help us to be strong in our vertical axis. It's very important to keep our body in axis. So when you breathe like this, you help your body to move in two main axes, in horizontal and vertical, because your pelvic floor must be in parallel with earth, but in parallel position with earth. But if you have your belly like going down and your lower back is stressed and pressed, you don't have your axes in correct position, you cannot move correctly, and this way of movement, the way of movement you use, is not healthy for your body. Abdominal muscles, belly, stomach help us to keep vertical position and to keep vertical axis and horizontal axis as it is done to our body by default settings, let's say. Don't forget about your triangle of power, your triangle of strength, because all movements you do from this triangle. Your power and your strength goes from this triangle through your muscles, through your abdominal muscles to your shoulder, and your shoulder make your hand go back and side. But you don't move your hand from your shoulder. You move your hand from the very abdominal muscles. The strength, the signal goes through your ribs, but from your triangle of strength, of power. Don't forget about this. With this rule, when you use your abdominal muscles, your pelvic floor, and your buttocks, is a team of 3, and when this team is working correctly, then all your movements will be correct, will be easy, will be effective, and you will heal your body through your movement. You have fat in your weak places, and when you move like this, and when you move in a correct way, your body, your mind, your brain gets signal that everything is okay, the center of power is working, the body is strong, there is no need to have something extra on our muscles. We don't need this fat, because when the muscle is weak, the brain thinks that this muscle need a protection. So fat is a protection for muscle, for weak muscle. But now the signal is, I'm strong, I don't need any protection, and your fat is disappearing more quickly. So why sport doesn't work when we want to remove fat from our belly? Because we don't use our center of power. Turn your center on, use it correctly through your basic pattern. Breathe in, use your center, and everything will work. Thank you for attention. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye. Visit my site. The link is down. Check below.